I'm Maeve. Today's Monday, the 10th of September. Welcome back to EUROPOCKET News, where we're going to take a peek at the summer shenanigans of our European politicians and a quick glimpse at the current vibes floating around Europe. So let's go. Although EUROPOCKET was off the scene this August, our MEPs weren't, and continued to feature sporadically on the rags. On one occasion, when on a fact-finding research trip to Greenland, they found themselves victims of a domestic airstrike and left deserted on the island for days. Stranded some 200 kilometres north of the polar circle, just by the island's biggest glacier, I should have gone out with my camera. Would have made quality reality TV. Meanwhile, Merkel, who lucky for her had previously done her field trip to Greenland, enjoyed her vacation after being named one of the most powerful women in the world by Forbes magazine. Media manipulator Sarkozy is continuing to push the button and recently demanded the French publication Express to Photoshop his photograph that they shot of him half naked on his holiday in the States that showed the world his flabby, untoned belly. Maybe instead of constantly asking favours from journalists, he should just adhere to the new released campaign from the European Commission that promotes exercise among Europe. Nearly never won the race. An expression that brought some relief this summer regarding the two terrorist attacks in London and Glasgow. Although they failed, according to Europol, there were over 500 terrorist attacks in the EU alone last year. And although the UK has already introduced numerous effective preventative strategies, other European cities have just remained mute. Till today. A hive of lawyers, psychologists, criminologists, sociologists and detectives are in Brussels for the next few days to think of ways to protect our cities from terrorism. Aware that it's a global threat that needs a global answer, the swarm of experts from all over the world will confront nationalism issues, inter-community relations, and emergency and crisis management. A recent Eurobarometer poll revealed that 84% of us are strongly in favour of EU action to combat terrorism and organised crime. So the news that the EU have decided to launch an action plan on the security of explosives should be well received, although they won't vote on it till November. MEPs slated ineffective EU action and the failure to appoint an EU anti-terrorism coordinator. So the latter hopes to promptly pass a law making terrorist misuse of the net punishable. Let's hope they act fast before Osama bin Laden appears again. In their 2 years in power as President and Prime Minister, Poland's two infamous twins have often proved a thorn in the EU's side. And this week they stuck the thorn in deeper, when they were the only two EU member states to deny José Socrates' proposal of a European Day against the death penalty. Poland reflected the idea that the right of life should not be reduced to the death penalty problem alone and does not merit a special day. What about abortion and euthanasia? Explained their spokesperson. The idea of a European Day against the death penalty aimed to reflect the World Day Against Death Penalty, which has taken place on the 10th of October since 2003. According to the international blog search engine Technorati, there are over 71 million blogs on the go at the mo. Well, about 7 of them are the personal ones of European politicians. Entertaining that we young people communicate mostly online, the EC reckons that by having just opened their new direct website to their blogs, it will bring these people closer to us. Fair enough, it's a good way to get to know the politicians and get accurate information on their decisions. Just as long as they don't start high-fiving us in our Facebooks. And finally, you just saw the winning photos of the European Vibes competition. Although the European Federalist organisation, GEF, usually dedicate their time to blogging, campaigning and organising conferences, this time they sought artistic expressions on the vibes that move Europe. The jury, made up of Margaret Falstrom and Pat Cox, decided that the photo Europe in My Eyes would be the winner. The images can be interpreted positively or negatively. Their aim is to spark a debate. The debate kicked off in Brussels last week through the opening exhibition of European Vibes and will drop off in 32 European cities before finishing off in Copenhagen at the end of October. Well, that's all for today, but I'll see you tomorrow in EUROPOCKET News. Sleep tight tonight and make sure that the bed bugs don't bite. As in the deadly mosquito virus that has just landed in Europe and quite frankly sounds rather nasty. Bye bye.